I can't see tasty, which is right by custom. Yes. Apple. If you like.
I hope you can recognize who is this.
Hello. So the Zoom is starting.
Mr. Ramo is a main priest, is he?
Yes.
Ask you this. Yes, I did. You should. Do you want to keep the scarf or take it out? The one? Huh? Scarf. You want to you take it out? The scarf. This cloth. You said the bending. No, the plane is there. Just be careful. That is. I need that flower here. This straight. So brother, this straight. Yes, because remember the 12 name, and then this for the 118. Alright? Yeah. Okay. Then you ask Eileen whether if this is her Ganesha. I thought she's coming up that we can start. Be careful with that scarf. I know. Okay, thank you.
Uncle, your laptop, will it go to screensaver?
Huh?
Will your laptop go into screensaver later? No.
To what?
Screensaver. Screensaver, no.
No.
Okay.
But
Okay,
I've
no.
got enough
Okay.
battery. What is that here?
Time out, you're saying?
Yeah.
With no activity.
Yeah. Yeah, no activity. Yeah.
Okay, time's out. So we need to just touch it there.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think he didn't set the thing, so it should be okay.
Can you push the
So this one is there.
empty mic?
Oh, okay.
Bring it
Like that? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Salam. So we have Dushan, Gobi, Stasi, yeah,
Sairam.
Sandra.
Sairam.
Salam.
Sairam.
Okay. Before we
To celebrate.
yes, financial.
With 35 maybe. April 35, yeah.
That'd be fine.
Shall we start the introduction? Yes.
Okay, I think you can start the introduction.
Introduction, while she's.
Yeah,
That
and introduction done, then we can start. Okay, Basu is going to give a talk about the significance of the Ganesha Puja and the spiritual essence of Ganesha Puja.
Okay. Sign on with the one. Am I heard now?
No,
Yes. Thank you.
you want to do the tune?
Yeah. Thank you. Salam everyone. Welcome you all on behalf of Brother Ramon and Laili for this year's Ganesha Puja 2024. And we seek Ganesha and SWAMI's blessings for everything to go through smoothly. I think in the previous years when we had the puja, I've gone quite detailed on various steps which we'll be performing on the day. I will not repeat it in that detail, but I will inform you before we start each step in brief what it is. Instead, I'll use the time to brief you or talk to you on some other two topics which Ramon and I discussed, and we thought it may be quite useful for the audience who are participating. The first one is especially for children and even the adults who we may meet in our contacts with the society. Because sometimes I've been also asked the question, the Sanatana Dharma has the gods, the deities shapes in kind of different to humans, So it is a puzzle which it wonders some people what it is. For example, if you look at Ganesha, it's like an elephant's head, and if you look at Mother Goddess, she carries the different face and teeth out, things like that. So sometimes children may also be confronted with that, especially, it's quite likely from other religions, they may not understand. So I thought I'll give some information which will help you to respond and for your own understanding, but you can later in your own time, you can enlarge this understanding more extensively. Okay? So first, what we need to understand is that the various deities, icons or the images represent not actually the figure of the deity or the god in that shape, but what that is trying to tell us is it's conveying a message for us and setting us a target for our conduct and our behavior and our life in general, what we should work towards. So these are indications. It's pretty much like we use the emojis in the current WhatsApp messages. So each emoji is conveying a message, even though there are no words. We see that, namaste or somebody laughing with tears, each one is immediately telling you what it is. Our Sanatana Dharma has used the same principle in creating the images of, for example, Ganesha or goddess or whatever other deities there. So let this being Ganesha Puja today, we'll just focus on the image of Ganesha. The image of Ganesha, as we all know, is looking like an elephant's face, a fairly big head, and a big belly. So what the big head represents is the size and power of the intellect, which human beings should develop towards. So you know what intellect is? Intellect is what we use in our everyday life to make judgments on whether we should do a particular thing or whether we should eat a particular thing or how we should talk. So the actual judgment, what you make from the information you receive in your interaction, we make the judgment, which is what we refer to the intellect. So the intellect has to be very developed and big and sharp for us to function without creating any animosity with other humans in our interaction, or keeping a good relationship, or even in our own conduct. For example, if you're offered an alcoholic drink, you should be able to use your intellect and think and decide, oh, this is not good for me, for my health, or for my well-being, so I should avoid. So it is those kind of things what we refer as intellect. So what you can. That's why the elephant very big compared to your mind, other parts of the body. So if you look at the belly, what it represents is you may receive a lot of input from the society in your interaction and from the environment. You should all be able to put it in, not just everything, vomit it out. Something what you get, you need to make a judgment again using your intellect from the inputs we receive, what will be appropriate to put it out. That's for us to store and receive that and not immediately empty it out. That's what that belly represents. And you can see the elephant's ears are fairly very big. You've got two of that, but relative to the size of the ears, the size of the mouth is much smaller. So what that is telling you is you listen more with with both the ears, but talk less. Or you talk only what you need to, and if silence is better, keep silent. That's the judgment again we need to make use of using our intellect. So this is, for example, some message which the image of Ganesha is telling us. This is how you should develop and keep evolving yourself towards that. For example, the other, of course, may not be very clear on the icon kept here, but you see in the Ganesha's pictures, traditionally, you can see one hand has something like an axe or a sharp instrument, and on the left hand there is a rope. So what that is telling is, use that axe to cut your attachments to the world. I mean, the less and less you are attached to the world, the better you are. So use that feature of exercising again through your intellect, not to be attached to everything in the world, your children, money, or fame, position. So all these things you try to develop a lesser attachment. That's what that axe is conveying. Whereas the rope on the left hand tells you will use the rope to pull in what will be good from the environment to react towards you. So you can see what that two hands, what is conveyed, that is that's what it is. And if you see the other pair of hands, because Ganesha has 4 hands generally in the pictures, you can see the other pair contains, one is conveying a blessing, that means God always is blessing you in your effort to evolve towards Him. And on the left, you can see there's a modakam or any sweet, which means if you put in the effort as what Ganesha is directing you, ultimately the reward will be very sweet. So that's what the 4 items which are carried in Ganesha's 4 hands represent. And we will often see a rat, which is considered the vehicle of Ganesha, which is on the floor level of the Ganesha's picture. So as we can see, the rat is a very, out of various animals, the rat is the one which is very restless. It's always running here or there. And it is also looking for food, not tempted by food. And whereas the way it is put on the feet of the Ganesha is, if you are able to use your intellect, you can get on top of your desires, which is represented by the rat. That's why the rat is left, whereas when the Ganesha will also be mounting on the rat and traveling. So he can get on top of the rats. That means he is able to tackle and limit your desires. Then the better your life would be. So these are some of the points that are message that is conveyed through our Sanatana Dharma, representing through the image of Ganesha. So like this, we can go on trying to learn what other deities, icons are telling us, like Mother Goddess or various other deities. So I thought this will be a useful information for you to know, and you can go into more depth in the lead what I've given you and try to work towards some of those features which Ganesha's image is representing. So when we do the puja and connect with Ganesha, hopefully we will acquire some of those aspects which Ganesha is trying to tell us. So this is one area I wanted to share with you. The other area is, normally when we undertake any puja or yajna for any purpose, generally there is there's not a hidden, but even with our mind very clear, a purpose. That means we undertake this puja, I'll do what is stipulated, and I'm seeking a reward, a material benefit. It's always accompanied with a prayer for the God to return us a favor in the material form, be it health, wealth, or qualifications, or relationships, anything. It can be a variety of things which we always need. So we undertake any ritual, when we do undertake a puja with a specific motive of a benefit, praying for a benefit, then it is something like a ritual. That means we are doing it not for the sake of God, but we are doing it more for our own sake. So, but what I wanted to mention in this context is we need to be able to convert this ritual, which we may do with or without a purpose, into a spiritual activity. If you look at the English spelling ritual, the word SPI, then it becomes spiritual. So we need to be able to find out how we can convert any ritual which we need undertake into a spiritual activity. So for this, what I wanted to share with you is, for example, in our scriptures, one of the most often quoted and most often read and most often referred scriptures is the Bhagavad Gita. I think most of you would have heard the name, even though we may not have read it in full. Bhagavad Gita is part of the epic Mahabharata. And then Krishna is giving a message to Arjuna. So that Bhagavad Gita contains the entire message for the life herein and also hereafter. It contains a whole pack of messages. So in that message book, what Krishna tells us, this is mentioned in chapter 7 and verse 16. He says, there are 4 kinds of devotees who pray to me. So there are 4 types of devotees. And he mentions the first one, I've just mentioned the words in Sanskrit and then translated. First one is Arta. Arta means what Krishna says is, these 4 types of devotees, the first requisite is that they accept the existence of God. He is excluding for atheists, who don't believe in God, or not in this count of 4. But those who treat there's a God existing and God is superior to me. Amongst them, first one is Anartha. That means he generally carries a high image of himself. I can tackle anything, I don't need God's help. He carries his own living. But there comes a challenge that sometimes he's thrown into distress, could be health or in an emergency in some form. Then he remembers, oh, I can't tackle this, I need to look to God. So he looks to God, but only in times of distress or extreme emergency. So at that times he doesn't think of God. So this is type 1. The type 2 are called Artharthi. That means probably most of us will fit in that category where we want a benefit, like I want to pass an exam, or I want this job to be successful in this job interview and get through this job, or I am liking this girl, so I must get married to her, or I'm not well, I must be cured of this. These various kinds of things. So that means we put a request and then think of God and then do whatever that we think will benefit from that process. So this type of devotees is called number 2, called Artharthi. What do we do to know more about him in detail, about his behavior or what he does or he doesn't do? So he is starting to search about God and get to know more information. So this is number 3. And number 4 are those who have gone through this step 3 quite successfully and have known everything that is to be known about God, and they have identified themselves completely with God. That means they are called Jnani. Jnani means one who is fully developed, full knowledge of God and how to operate in this world. So what Krishna is saying is there are 4 types of devotees. Each of us can think where we fit in for our own, where we are. But why I wanted to mention this is for example, yearly when we are doing this puja, again we have some some requests at the back of our mind. So probably most of us will fit in this when we undertake this Artharthi, type 2. That means we have something they're expecting at the end of the puja, if not today, some other day in the near future. So we can, what we need to do, as I said earlier, ritual, if you consider from that perspective, this to be a ritual, how do we make it spiritual? Is first thing is we should try to minimize our body awareness while we are doing the ritual. That means we try to think that we please grant me to be in the state of my spirit. So aham bhavet, that means I am the Atma and not this. Let me do with this awareness, undertake this. This is made, this chant is made fairly early in the preliminary stages. So if we are able to incorporate some of these ideas and use this information for improving ourselves from whatever we are today to better beings, human beings tomorrow, and a better devotee of God, moving towards that, from step 2 or type 2 to type 3 and further up. So I hope this information would have been of some benefit, and have I been clear in expressing what I wanted to convey? Or is there anything which I didn't clearly clarify, or you have any doubts I can quickly clarify? Okay, then we will start with the puja proper. So as we know, and as I mentioned in the previous years, we generally have 2 parts in the puja. One is called the preliminaries, and the other one is the main puja. So in the preliminary puja, we prepare the environment and then prepare all the things what we have got here, and then also prepare the seat for the one who is doing the puja, purify the atmosphere, and purify the pedestal on which we have put the Ganesha there. So all these things constitute the preliminary part. And once we complete the preliminary part, then we invoke through a chant Ganesha to be present in these idols here, and then accept our offerings, which we will do from here on. So at that time we chant, and then we, having invited him, like the guest whom we invite into our home, first up we offer him a seat, and then if he has come from a hot weather, we offer him a drink of water or something like a snack immediately, hungry, and things like that. So this is what we'll be doing and offering to Ganesha as in the preliminary part. Then once we complete the preliminary part, then we will do the 108 names by which we glorify the Ganesha who is seated. Even though he may be seated in the pedestal there, we will need to feel, as I said, if you're able to do with our own spiritual awareness that you are Ganesha sitting inside you, and you are offering all the things to your Ganesha who is inside you, and then help you progress towards that goal. So the main things will be, first step we will be doing is what is called Anga Puja. Means we appreciate or we offer a flower or so from the foot to head of Ganesha. That's called Anga Puja. Then each part of the body as we go up, starting from the foot, then ankle, then knee, calf muscles, the knee like that, and then the hips, chest, and then right up to the head. So there is chance for that to put that name those spots and then offer a flower. And then we offer the 108 names glorifying Ganesha. And then we have before that we will do give a bath for Ganesha, that I forgot. So we'll be doing the bathing of the Ganesha and then do all these offerings. And then we will do the food offering. And then we will do so after bath, we will decorate Ganesha and then offer the food offering. So as we go through each step, I will mention what we are going to about to start, and then you can follow, and then we'll keep carrying on. Okay. You want to add anything?
Sign on for those on Zoom. When we do the 108 name, then you will start offering each flower for each name. For those here, they all will wait until don't do the offering of the flower first. We will be doing the puja in various stages. When we are going to do the 108 name, we will let you know, and then you can start offering the flowers to Lord Ganesha in your place. Thank you.
You do the Archam that Achyutaya Namaha, and keep sipping the water 3 times. Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Kesavana Namaha, Vishnu Samutrakramana, Sridhara Shikesha, Pudmanama Damodara, Shuklam Bhadrapada Vishnam, Sachivarnam Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam Dhyaye, Sarva Vigno Pashanjaye. Asya Muhurta Sumurto Astu Bhavanto Mahanto Anagrindanto. Now to the pranayam. Now take flowers and the yellow rice, a bit of water. Now what we'll do is the sankalpa, that is, we will say we are going to undertake this puja and on this date and place, date, time and place, and then also we will we'll actually outlining the benefits we want Ganesha to confer. Various things like, as I was saying, health, wealth, and peace, and so many things which will come. So when we do all that, at that stage, I can I'll just give a brief pass, and you can add some of your own personal one. I'll give a brief pass, whatever you want personally from your own point of view. If you want, you can just add that at that time. Okay. Now we will start this is called sankalpa. That means you are explicit uttering of why you are doing this. Keep your thumb on the left hand and close with the right palm and put it on the left thigh. Put that left arm higher. Mamo Pata Samasta Duptekshay Dwara Sri Parmeshwar Pritirtham Subhe Shobhane Muhurte Adhya Brahmana Dutiya Prarte Shvetapara Kalpe Vaikasata Mandutre Shtavim Sati Tame Kaliyuge Pradame Pade Jambudvipe Bharatavarshe Bharatakande Vedo Dakshine Parsve Sakabde Asmin Vartamane Vipakarike Chandramane Na Papadinam Shashtyaha Samvatsaranam Madhye Krodinam Samvatsare Dakshinayane Varsha Ritau Simha Mase Shukla Paksha Chaturthyam Subhatitau Stiravasara Yuptayam Swati Nakshatra Yuptayam Subha Nakshatra Subha Yoga Subha Karana Yevam Guna Viseshana Visishtayam Asyam Chaturthyam Subhatitau Mama Janma Vyasan Janma Prakriti Etat Krana Paryantam Madhye Sambhavidanam Sarvesham Papanam Satyaha Apanogadanartam Asmakam Sahakutumbhanam Kshema Dhairya Virya Vijaya Ayuhu Arogya Aishwaryanam. You had some of your own personal ones? अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम समस्त मंगलावापि अध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशांत्यर्थम महागणपति प्रसादेन ज्ञान वैराग्य सिद्ध्यर्थम सिद्धि विनायक पूजा करिष्ये. तदंगम कलश पूजा करिष्ये. Just sound the Bhagavatam Devanam Ganatam Rakshasam Rinkaramam Karunadau Devatak Manadam Prithivya Vedu Prishtahi Sutalam Chandra Kurmo Devata Prithvi Tvaya Drita Oka Devi Tvam Vishnuna Drita Tvam Chadharaya Mam Devi Pavitram Kurusasanam. We are going to do the purify the do some chants and make the water holy, and then use that to sprinkle all what we have gathered to offer during the ritual. So this is called Kalasa Puja. That means you close the and there while I chant. Yeah. Kalasasya mukhe Vishnu kante rudra samasritaha mule tatra sthito brahma madhye matragana smrita tukshautu sagara sarve saptadvipa vasundhara ऋग्वेदो अथ यजुर्वेद सामवेदो अपि अदर्पणः अंकैश्च सहिता सर्वे कलसाम्बु समाश्रिता अयान्तु देवपूजार्थं त्रितक्षय कारका गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी जले अस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु. Take some water and sprinkle on yourself and also on the just the environment. So just around the place. Just now we will offer we chant and offer flowers for the pedestal on which we are placing the Ganesha. We are this is to purify and clean it up spiritually. You know, the freedom means the pedestal on which Om Sakala Gunatma Shakti Yupaya Yoga Pidatmane Namaha Adhara Shaktiyai Namaha Mula Prakrtyai Namaha Adi Varahayai Namaha Adi Kurmayai Namaha Anantaya Namaha Divyai Namaha Adityadi Navagraha Devatabhyo Namaha Dashadik Namaha. So we have offered prayer for the pedestal. Now we will pray to our Guru. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Now we take some flowers and some yellow rice. Now what we are going to do is to mentally think of Ganesha. The chant will describe him in something, and then we request him, we think of him, and then he is at our doorstep, and then we invite him. So this is what the formality. This is called Dhyana and Avagana. And we say we invite him and want him to be seated in that image what we have kept. So that's what the purpose of this chant is. Karishye Gananathasya Varadam Sampatkaram Subham Bhaktanam Ishtavaradam Sarva Mangala Karanam Ekadantam Supakarnam Gajavaktram Chaturbhujam Pashankushadanam Devam Dhyayet Siddhi Vinayakam Dhyayet Gajananam Devas Devam Tattakanchana Sandipam Chaturbhujam Mahakayam Sarvabharana Bhushitam Om Siddhi Vinayakam Dhyayami Om Gananam Tva Ganapatikam Havamahe Kavim Kavina Upamasravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anasrinman Nutibisida Sadanam Om Siddhi Vinayakam Havayami. You're asking him to be present in that image. Now, the next one will be we will be offering a seed for Ganesha. You take for everything flowers and some for each one. And then when you say Samarpyami, you offer it. Yeah? The chant will describe the beauty of the seed what we have offered. Aneka Bhakta Kachitam Muktamani Vibhushitam Ratna Simhasanam Charu Ganesha Pratigrihyatam. Decorated with stones and all the ornaments. I'm offering you the seat, please be seated there. That's what it means. And then now we offer him water to wash his feet. So after that you put water at the end of it. Gauri Putra Namaste Astu Purva Padmadisam Yuktam Bhaktya Padhyam Maya Dattam Kana Viradhanana Om Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha Padhyam Samarpayami. Mentally wash his feet. Then next is washing in the hands. Siddhartha Yavadurva Vir Nanda Pushpa Akshatayir Yudam Tila Pushpa Samayastam Grahanagyam Gajanana Agyam Samarpayami. And now just a sip of water to drink for Ganesha. Karpura Karupushpaischa Vasitam Nirmalam Jalam Bhaktyadartam Maya Deva Purushva Achamanam Prabho Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. We offer him next as a mixture of curd and honey as an appetizer or a snack. You keep that madhuvargam, yeah. Tatyajya madhu samyuktam madhuvargam maya khritam grihana sarva lokesha gajabhaktra namostute siddhi vinayakaya namaha madhuvargam samarpayami. Next we offer him the panchamritam for tasting. Matvajya satkara yuktam dadikshira samanvitam panchamritam gruhanetam bhaktanam ishtadhayaka Om Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha Panchamritam Samarpayami. Now we will give him the shower. We have invited him, seated him, and then just gave him a bit to relax. Now we are offering water to shower. And we will bathe him now. Yeah, you want to get ready? While Raman will be bathing, we will be chanting the Vigneshwara Gayatri, Tat Purushaya Vidsage Vakratumlaya Dhimahi Tanno Gandhi Durya. Until he finishes, we can all chant once he starts. Yeah, take it. Let him bring the. Oh, you are taking that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Are you okay? Or can I do it? This is the holy water I am offering you from Ganga, and then also perfumed and some scented water from Ganga. That's what we are saying, the chant, and we are using it to give you the bath. Gangade punya pani gandha pushpa akshatayir yutay snanam kurushva bhagavan umapitra namostute om siddhi vinayakaya namaha snanatirtham samarpayami om tatpurushaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi tanno danti prachodayate 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 Tatpurushaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi
तन्नो नन्दी प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि 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 तन्नो नन्दी प्रचोदयात्
स्नानान्तरम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि. Sip of water. Water to drink. Now take some flowers and yellow rice. Then we are going to do the chant for offering the dress, even though he has put it on, but this is to give that. Kattavastrattvayam deva raja rajadi pujita bhaktya dattam gruhanetam bhagavan haranantana om siddhi vinayakaya namaha vastrayugmam samarpayami. Now we offer the thread which goes along the left shoulder.
The new tree.
The new one.
Which
The
has
one there. This one, yeah. No, be careful not to. Rajatam Brahma Sutram cha Kanchanan Chottariyakam Grihana Sarvajna Bhaktanam Ishtadayaka Om Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha Pavitam Samarpayami. Not like that. Put it on the left shoulder and across on the right side. It should hang from the like that, yeah. Left shoulder and cross on the right hand side. Now we offer the sandal and kumkumam. Chandana karu karpura kasturi kumkumam vidam vilepanam surashreshta prityartham pratigrihyatam om siddhi vinayakaya namaha gandham samarpayami. Take some yellow rice and offer when I chant at the feet. Akshatan Davalan Divyan Saliya Nakshatan Subhan Haridrachurna Samyuktan Samgrihana Ganatipa Om Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha Akshatan Samarpayami. Now we just take some flowers and offer as I chant. Sugandhani Japushpani Jadi Munda Kunda Mukhani Cha Ekabimsati Sankyati Grihana Gananayaka Om Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha Pushpai Pujayami. Next, we are going to do the chants for the foot to head, glorifying each part of the body. Okay, yeah. When I said the kumkum, Pushpan Samarpayami, put the garland. Yeah, sorry. Only maintain. And now we do the Anga Puja, that is puja for the fruit to the head. Ataha Anga Pujam Karishyami. Om Parvati Nandanai Namaha. Padau Pujayami. Om Ganeshai Namaha. Kulpau Pujayami. Om Jagatdatre Namaha. Jange Pujayami. Om Jagat Vallabhai Namaha. Januni Pujayami. Om Umaputraय Namaha. Guru Pujayami. Om Vikatai Namaha. Katim Pujayami. Om Guhakrajay Namaha. Gupyam Pujayami. Om Mahattamaya Namaha. Metram Pujayami. Om Nathaయ Namaha. Nabim Pujayami. Om Uttamaya Namaha. Udaram Pujayami. Om Vinayakaya Namaha. Pakshastalam Pujayami. Om Pasaschite Namaha. Pashve Pujayami. Om Herambaya Namaha. Hridayam Pujayami. Om Kapilaya Namaha. Kantham Pujayami. Om Skandakrajaya Namaha. Skandau Pujayami. Om Harasutaya Namaha. Om Astan Pujayami. Om Brahmacharine Namaha. Bahum Pujayami. Om Sumukaya Namaha. Mukam Pujayami. Om Ekadantaయ Namaha. Dantau Pujayami. Om Viknahantre Namaha. Netre Pujayami. Om Supakarnaya Namaha. Karnau Pujayami. Om Balachandraya Namaha. Padam Pujayami. Om Nagavarnaya Namaha. Asikam Pujayami. Om Sirandanaya Namaha. Subhagam Pujayami. Om Parvati Nandanaya Namaha. Padau Pujayami. Om Stulosthaya Namaha. Orthau Pujayami. Om Kadanmadaya Namaha. Kantau Pujayami. Om Kapilaya Namaha. Kachan Pujayami. Om Shivapriyaya Namaha. Sirah Pujayami. Om Sarva Mangala Sudhaya Namaha. Sarvani Angani Pujayami. Iti Anga Puja Paripujam. Taha Ekavimsati Patra Pujam Karishye. Next is leaf. We offer the 21 types of leaves gathered from the various plants in the creation. We offer it back to the Lord. Om Maputraయ Namaha. Bharati Patram Samarpayami. Om Herambhaya Namaha. Brigadi Patram Samarpayami. Om Lambodharaya Namaha. Bilva Patram Samarpayami. Om Viradhananaya Namaha. Urvam Pujayami. Om Dhumaketave Namaha. Durdura Patram Samarpayami. Om Brigate Namaha. Kadari Patram Samarpayami. Om Bhavavargadaya Namaha. Apamarga Patram Samarpayami. Om Dvaimaturaయ Namaha. Tulasi Patram Samarpayami. Om Chirandanaయ Namaha. Sudapatram Samarpayami. This is mango. Sudapatram Samarpayami. Rudapatram Samarpayami. Om Kapilaya Namaha. Karavira Samarpayami. Om Vishnusta Sutaya Namaha. Vishnu Grantha Patram Samarpayami. Om Amalaya Namaha. Amalaki Patram Samarpayami. Om Bharate Namaha. Maruvaka Patram Samarpayami. Om Sindhuraya Namaha. Sindhura Patram Samarpayami. Om Gajananaya Namaha. Jati Patram Samarpayami. Om Kantakalanmataya Namaha. Kandali Patram Samarpayami. Om Shankari Priyaya Namaha. Sani Patram Samarpayami. Om Bringaraja Kataya Namaha. Bringaraja Patram Samarpayami. Om Arjuna Nandanaya Namaha. Arjuna Patram Samarpayami. Iti Ekavimsati Patra Pujas Paripurnam. Just offer some water. Now we will offer 21 types of flowers. This is not the Ashtotram, but this is just a 21 flowers for this. Ataha Ekavimsati Pushpa Pujam Karishye. Om Panchasya Ganapataye Namaha. Naga Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Arga Prabhaya Namaha. Argapatram Samarpayami. Om Ekadantaya Namaha. Tadimi Patram Samarpayami. Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. Dara Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Dhira Ganapataye Namaha. Dadimi Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Pushpaksena Ganapataye Namaha. Babla Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Amota Ganapataye Namaha. Mundalam Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Pramata Ganapataye Namaha. Patali Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Rudha Ganapataye Namaha. Drona Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Vidya Ganapataye Namaha. Durdura Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Vikna Ganapataye Namaha. Om Sampaka Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Dhurita Ganapataye Namaha. Sala Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Kamidartha Prada Ganapataye Namaha. Ketaki Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Sammoha Ganapataye Namaha. Madhavi Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Vishnu Ganapataye Namaha. Samyaka Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Isha Ganapataye Namaha. Agga Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Gajasya Ganapataye Namaha. Kalhara Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Sarvasiddhi Ganapataye Namaha. Sevantika Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Veera Ganapataye Namaha. Bilva Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Gandharpa Ganapataye Namaha. Karavira Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Uchchitta Ganapataye Namaha. Kunda Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Brahma Ganapataye Namaha. Varijata Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Jnana Ganapataye Namaha. Jati Pushpam Samarpayami. Iti Ekavimsati Pushpa Pujam Sampurnam. This grass. The grass, offering the grass. अतः एकविंशति ध्रुवायुग्म पूजा करिष्ये ओम गणाधिपाय नमः पूर्वायुग्मं समर्पयामि ओम पाशांकुशधराय नमः पूर्वायुग्मं समर्पयामि आकुवाहनाय नमः पूर्वायुग्मं समर्पयामि ओम विनायकाय नमः पूर्वायुग्मं समर्पयामि ओम ईशपुत्राय नमः पूर्वायुग्मं समर्पयामि ओम सर्वसिद्धिप्रदाय नमः पूर्वायुग्मं समर्पयामि ओम एकदंताय नमः Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Hipavaktraye Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Mushika Vahanaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Kumara Gurave Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Kapila Varnaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Brahmacharine Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Modaka Hastaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Surasreshthaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Gajanasikhaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Kapinda Vadapriyaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Gajamukaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Suprasannaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Sulakrajaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Umaputraya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Om Skandapriyaya Namaha. Durvayugnam Samarpayami. Iti Ekavimsati Durvayugna Puja Parisampurnam. Now we do the 108 flower offerings with each name. So you can all offer to your Ganesha in front of you. So this is the Ashtotara Satanamavali for Ganesha.
Everybody can offer.
अतः अष्टोत्तर शतनामावली पुष्पां पूजां करिष्ये. ओम विनायकाय नमः. ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः. ओम गौरीपुत्राय नमः. ओम गणेश्वराय नमः. ओम स्कंदाग्रजाय नमः. ओम अव्ययाय नमः. ओम भूताय नमः. ओम दक्षाय नमः. ओम अध्यक्षाय नमः. ओम द्विजप्रियाय नमः. ओम अग्निगर्भच्युते नमः. ओम इंद्रश्री प्रदाय नमः. ओम वाणी प्रदाय नमः. ओम अप्ययाय नमः. ओम सर्वसिद्धि प्रदाय नमः. ओम शाश्वताय नमः. ओम सर्वप्रियाय नमः. ओम सर्वात्मकाय नमः. ओम सृष्टिकर्त्रे नमः. ओम देवाय नमः. ओम अनेकार्चिताय नमः. ओम शिवाय नमः. ओम सुंदनाय नमः. ओम बुद्धिप्रियाय नमः. ओम शांताय नमः. ओम ब्रह्मचारिणे नमः. ओम गजाननाय नमः. ओम द्वैमात्रेयाय नमः. ओम मुनिस्तुत्याय नमः. ओम भक्त विघ्न विनाशाय नमः. एकदन्ताय नमः ॐ चतुर्बाहवे नमः ॐ चतुराय नमः ॐ शक्ति संयुधाय नमः ॐ लंबोदराय नमः ॐ सूपकर्णाय नमः ॐ हरये नमः ॐ ब्रह्मविदुत्तमाय नमः ॐ कालाय नमः ॐ ग्रहपतये नमः ॐ कामिने नमः ॐ सोमसूर्याग्नि लोचनाय नमः ॐ पाशांकुशधराय नमः ॐ चण्डाय नमः ॐ गुणातीताय नमः ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः ॐ अकल्मषाय नमः ॐ स्वयं सिद्धाय नमः ॐ सिद्धार्थित पदाम्बुजाय नमः ॐ बीजपूर फलासक्त्याय नमः ॐ वरदाय नमः ॐ शाश्वताय नमः ॐ कृतिने नमः ॐ द्विजप्रियाय नमः ॐ विधवयाय नमः ॐ गतिने नमः ॐ शक्रिणे नमः ॐ इक्षुसावधृते नमः ॐ श्रीधाय नमः ॐ अजाय नमः ॐ उत्पलकराय नमः ॐ श्रीपतये नमः ॐ स्तुति हर्षिताय नमः ॐ गुलात्रिपेत्रे नमः ॐ जटिलाय नमः ॐ कलिकल्मषनाशाय नमः ॐ चन्द्रचूडामणये नमः ॐ कान्ताय नमः ॐ पापहारिणे नमः ॐ समाहिताय नमः ॐ आश्रिताय नमः ॐ श्रीकराय नमः ॐ सौम्याय नमः ॐ भक्तवाञ्छितदायकाय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ कैवल्यसुखदाय नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानिने नमः ॐ दयायुधाय नमः ॐ दान्ताय नमः ॐ ब्रह्मद्वेष विवर्जिताय नमः ॐ प्रमत्तदैत्य भयदाय नमः ॐ श्रीकण्ठाय नमः ॐ विघ्नेश्वराय नमः ॐ रमार्चिताय नमः ॐ विदये नमः ॐ नागराजयज्ञोपवीतवते नमः ॐ स्थूलकण्ठाय नमः ॐ स्वयं कर्त्रे नमः ॐ सामघोषप्रियाय नमः ॐ परस्मै नमः ॐ स्थूलतुण्डाय नमः ॐ अग्रण्ये नमः ॐ धीराय नमः ॐ वाकीसाय नमः ॐ सिद्धिदायकाय नमः ॐ दूर्वापिल्वप्रियाय नमः ॐ अव्यक्तमूर्तये नमः ॐ अद्भुतमूर्तये नमः ॐ शैलेन्द्रधनुजोत्सङ्ग वेदनोत्सुकमानसाय नमः ॐ स्वदालावण्यदा सुधासार जितन्मदन विग्रहाय नमः ॐ समस्त जगदाधाराय नमः ॐ मायिने नमः ॐ मूषिकवाहनाय नमः ॐ कृष्णाय नमः ॐ तुष्टाय नमः ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः ॐ सर्वसिद्धिप्रदाय दायकाय नमः ॐ सिद्धिविनायकाय नमः नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि इति अष्टोत्तर शतनामावली सम्पूर्णम्. We will do the concluding formalities. First will be the offering of the camphor. Perfume smoke.
You want to put purity and
Yeah, okay, yeah. You can put it on here.
I think we put on first, then
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
then we do the aarti.
No, we will do later. Naivedyam later. Naivedyam later. Rupam Devam, that will be. Yeah, you can run it even after putting the garland. Yeah. No, later you can just offer for. There's a chant separately.
Okay.
Chantram Samapayami. That's separate. Okay, now. You know what we are going to offer the No.
Camphor.
Camphor, not camphor. Lipstick. Incense.
Oh, incense. Incense. Udhipati.
Udhipati. Smell scented flower. Smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Dasangam Kukulavedam Sugandam Samanoharam Rupam Datriyami Deva Dhanaya Om Gajana Om Vignaya Namaha Rupam Akrapayami. Next is the lamp. Deepam. Satyam Trivati Samyaktam Vaknina Yojitam Maya Grihana Mangalam Deepam Isha Putra Namaste Vignaya Namaha Deepam Dharshayami. Now all the food offering. You take a flower and some water and then sprinkle on the food items. Satyam Tvartena Parishinjami Murtam Astu Karnamati Om Pranaya Swaha Om Upanaya Swaha Om Dhanaya Swaha Om Udhanaya Swaha Om Brahmani Swaha Om Brahmaniya Atman Amritatvaya Om Siddhinaya Namaha Kavyam Tataguda Payasam Masha Bhutam Prabhutam Pratyutam modakam Navadikevan Kantham Katari Palam Katari Palam Jambu Palam Vijapura Palam Etat Sarvam Muttam Ahani Yam Vedayami. Yuddhe Madhye Aniyam Samarpayami. You also offer a drink to take order of Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Mrtapidhanmasi Uttara Samarpayami. Now take some flour and rice. And this is the offering of what you call tamulam. There is bitter nut. After the meal, you chew the bitters. It is that Kubivara Samayuktam, Nagavalli Talayudam, Kapurajurna Samyuktam, Tambulam Pratigrihitam, Om Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha, Tambulam Samarpayami. Know the Kapuram, the aarti. Nirajanam Nirajaskam, Kapuriyan Kritam Maya Kridan, Karnarika, Ganesha Namaste, Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha, Kapuram Nirajanam Maya, Samarpayami. Yeah, I give it to him. I give it to you. You should. Yeah. Take some flowers. Jati Chambaga Punnaga Mallika Varudadivi Pushpanjalim Pratasyami Grihana Viradadana Om Siddhivinayakaya Namaha Pushpam Samarpayami. Now keep some things on the yellow rice. Then Mantra Pushpam. Yovam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pasuman Bhavati Chandramava Abam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pasuman Bhavati Om Siddhivinayakaya Namaha Mantra Pushpam Samarpayami. We can probably get up and do the protection.
The sand and the things we have.
Yeah, that later.
Look, my speech is spoken. Can you stand up? Can you go 4 points, 3 points? Stand up.
Yeah, like, yeah, yeah.
To the right.
Yeah, to your right.
3 times. Clockwise.
Yani kani cha papani. You can repeat also if you are comfortable. Yani kani cha papani. Janman tarakritani cha. Tani tani vinashyanti. Pradakshina pate pate. Yani kani cha papani. Janman tarakritani cha. Tani tani vinashyanti. Pradakshina pate pate. Now it is a prostration. Next one is prostration, but you can do however, depending on the space that's available to you. Namo Namo Ganeshaya, Namaste Viswarupine, Nirvignam Kuru Me Karyam, Namami Tvam Nijanana, Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekatantam Bhaktanam, Ekatantam Upasmahe, Namaskaram Samarpayami. No, we just please grant us the boons what we requested. That's right. So you can. Do you want to chant? I repeat. Okay. Vinayaka Param Dehi Mahatman Modaka Priya Vignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Param Dehi, that's what means. That's the word that we are seeking him to confer his blessings and goods. Now, yeah, we can see it. Now we can put the umbrella. Yeah. Sorry. Om Vinayakaya Namaha Chatram Samarpayami. Offering Chamanam Samarpayami. Very, very elaborate temple setting. Maybe at this stage they offer the cultural items to Bhagavan stage and then songs and then music and art, yeah, things like that. But because we are not going to do that, and also the rocking in the Jula, all that is given to Bhagavan. It is at this stage. But we can maybe, I'll chant that and you put a flower instead of that here. Om Yajanam Samarpayami, Om Geetam Shravayami, with music. Om Nrityam Darshayami, Om Vadyam Goshayami, Om Andodikam Samarpayami. Andodika is what is that? Jula. Samasta Raja Upacharan Samarpayami. So what this says is I am offering you all that befitting for a king, all the formalities and courtesy, even I'm offering to you. No. Yeah, now this is for Ramon to do. What is called Argyam, that means all the things we are again offering. We took this stand, this is called Argyam, with a mixture of water and milk, and we chant and then put it down. That means you have conferred on this. Again, I'm giving you all back to you, and I'm thanking him for making us offer whatever we offered today. Adya Purvokta Yavangana Viseshana Sishtayam Asyam Chatutyam Subhadhitau Sri Parmeshwara Prityartham Siddhi Vinayaka Puja Padaya Sampurnata Siddhyartham Shriragya Pradhanam Karishye. Is there milk there? No. It's okay, that doesn't matter. What else? Anena, I'll choose, and then when I say Samarpayami, you can either Gauriya Mangala Sambhuta, Jeshta Swami Ganeshwara, Grihana Argyam Maya Dattam, Gajaratra Nostute, Argyam Grihana Yenabda, Sarlasiddhi Pradayaka, Vinayaka, Maya Dattam, Pushpa Akshata Samanvitam, Om Siddhi Vinayaka Namaha, Idam Argyam Samarpayami, Vinayaka Namaste Astu, Ganta Pushpa Akshata Yutam, Durgana Argyam Maya Dattam, Sarvabhishta Prado Bhava, Om Siddhi Vinayaka Namaha, Idam Argyam Samarpayami, Anena Argya Pradhanena, Bhagavan Sarvapmaka, Tat Sarvam, Siddhi Vinayaka, Priyatam, Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu Om. You say whatever I have offered, I hope it pleased you. That's what we have said just now. Now we will just do the what is called seeking forgiveness for any mistakes of errors of omission or committed. So, do you want to repeat with me or just mantra hinam kriya hinam bhakti hinam sureshwara yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tatastute
Sadastude,
anaya pujaya
Pujaya,
siddhi vinayaka priyatam om tat sat Brahmarpanamastu Om. Yeah, that concludes the formalities. Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity, Ganesha and Ramon and all of you.
Thank you.
You want to speak? Yes.
Stand up, everybody. You are physically present and those on Zoom from a few countries, from India, Singapore, and the Eastern State. I'd like to thank all those who came to help me to prepare for this puja. There's a lot of work, as you can see. We did a few days, and then Terence is very kind. We did a lot of things, and Vasu and the rest of you who came, like Michael and all of them. We hope that Lord Ganesha will bless everyone who attend his birthday. Today is his birthday, and that his blessing is with all of you. And just now, Vasu, before the puja, was talking about the ritual and the spiritual. in the ritual that we do in this puja. And some of us who is the devotee, Ganesha is my Ishita Devata, means he is my favorite deity. That's why I have a lot of Ganesha around this house. I mean, many years ago, I was given the opportunity to learn the puja by Bhagwan. And I just want to share with you how I started. Just a short story on it. In 1980, I was in Bhadrapada for Bhagwan Baba's birthday. It so happened that usually what we, after the program, in the evening, we would just, after dinner, we take a walk around outside the ashram. And outside the ashram in Bhadrapada, you can see in those days, even now, there are many shops selling a lot of things, religious items and all these things. Happened that evening, I was passing by one shop that's selling a lot of religious items, and they put the item outside the shop on the table. And in that particular, they have one tray about maybe 30 Ganesha, small 2-inch Ganesha, metallic Ganesha. So I was walking with my friend from Singapore. We were just passing by. I have no idea about, I heard of Lord Ganesha. He's the god, the Hindu god. He's the god of obstacle and all these things. When I passed by the shop, I heard a voice, small little voice. And the voice said, buy me, buy me, buy me. So I was thinking, he's calling me to buy me, buy me, buy me. I took about maybe 5-6 steps away from the shop, but the voice is very strong. Buy me, buy me, buy me. Something pulled me back towards the shop. And my friend came with me, and we were looking around. Then I was praying, and then I realized that the voice come from this tray of 30, 40 Ganesha, 2-inch Ganesha. He is sitting here, right? 2-inch, just a small little Ganesha. I said, Bhagwan, this Ganesha wants me to buy him. Anyway, I said, but there's so many of you here. How can I wish the murti or the statue that I need to pick, So many, all identical. That voice tell me, say, close your eyes, put your hand onto whoever you pick, that will be the Ganesha. So I said, okay, Bhagwan, maybe you are guiding me to pick this Ganesha. So I picked this Ganesha. Took it back to Singapore. I got a friend, a Hindu friend, my colleague from my workplace. Then I told him, I said, hey, I have a small little Ganesha. And then my friend said, if you have a Ganesha, you should be doing puja for the Ganesha. I said, look, my friend, this puja thing is not my cup of tea, because I just tell you, when I became Bhagwan's devotee, I'm a Roman Catholic and I'm still a Roman Catholic. Okay, Bhagwan taught us about Sanatana Dharma and about the universal religion of all religion. So I asked my friend, who's from my workplace, I said, how do I do the Ganesha puja? Oh, it's very easy. You just chant some mantra. Okay? And then you offer him some flowers. I said, okay. So I did that. Now, my actual guru, who came to me in 1981, 81, I think, Mrs. Meena Ramamurthy, she's a Brahmin lady. What time is it? Mrs. Meena, are you here? She's joining us from India. She's in Whitefield now. I think some of you have met her. And Mrs. Meena is a devotee of Bhagwan for many years. It so happened that her husband had to come to Singapore for some to do some work. So he came over and he stayed in Singapore to start some business. And so Mrs. Meena, I met her in the center because she is a Balavikas guru and she's teaching Balavikas. So I asked Mrs. Meena, I said, Mrs. Meena, do you know how to do Ganesha Puja? Then she said, okay, you repeat the mantra that your friend had given. I repeat the mantra. Then she said, all right, mantra is good, but it's not in the process. Then I said, look, I can't do a elaborate puja like what we are doing today. Every morning we're going to do this puja. This puja is usually on special occasion, on his birthday and certain occasions. So I say, is there any simplified puja? Oh, yes, sure. We can simplify. The Lord will understand. So she taught me she said, I'll write the mantra for you. First, you got to bathe him, all right? And then you have to close him, and then you have to offer some flowers. 3 steps. I said, okay, you give me the mantra. She said, oh, today is very special. The day when I was talking to her on the phone with regards to Ganesha, it happened to be on Tuesday. And Tuesday is Ganesha Day, She said, oh, I'll see you tonight because every Tuesday we're having a bhajan in Singapore, in our center. We have a center that time. So, okay, I'll see you for the bhajan that night. He said, okay. She met me that night. And she said, you won't believe it. While I was talking to you on the phone, I took a piece of card and started writing all the mantra. Then I said, okay, but when I want to put it into my handbag to give it to you that night, the card fell down. And when the card fell down, it flipped over. It turned out to be a Ganesha picture, which is actually a Dipapali card. So she doesn't know there's a Ganesha picture, but she was writing the mantra on the card. And then the card fell down, and then there's a Ganesha picture. And he said, oh, Ganesha wants to come to you. Someone is Tuesday, and it's a very good auspicious day and everything. So I said, okay, if since Ganesha wants to come to me, why not? All right. Then I said, this time I start to do my puja every day. I'm doing now even, I think more than you can imagine 1981 to now. Every morning I would do this puja for Ganesha until he became my friend. Right? There's a movie called Ganesha, My Friend.
Yes.
For those who, Ganesha, My Friend, you watch that movie, very nice movie. For the young one, go and Google and watch in the YouTube, Ganesha, My Friend. He became my friend, and I said, Ganesha, you not only become my friend, you become my Ishita Devata. Because you're quite cute, I said, you're big size. So, but the thing is, when I started doing the puja, I was a bit thin, That time, I was very thin, my wife said. After marrying her, but after doing Ganesha puja, I put on weight. And then everybody said, oh, you put on weight, Raman. I was size 26, my waist that time. So can you imagine how skinny this guy is? But I put on weight. Then everybody would say, then I said, what to do? He's my favorite god. And you can't find a skinny Ganesha, isn't it? All the Ganesha is all big size and chubby. So what to do? I had to be like that. So this is the story of how I came to Ganesha. And he has been my guiding force for many, many years. And, every time when we pray to him and ask him for help, he will always come and help us. So I do not want to take too much time, but I'm just sharing with you. I've shared with some of you before how I came to know Ganesha and how it is guiding me on that. Is Mrs. Meena on the line? You check.
Check.
My godmother from India, she just, because she's doing a Ganesha puja in her apartment, she said, I'll be a bit late. And she said, What time is it now? Is it 4?
It's 5 to 5 o'clock.
Sorry. Is Mrs. Meena there?
Mrs. Meena. Brother Rajit, is Mrs. Meena there?
Wait, I don't see her name.
No, she's not here. She's not here.
She's not here.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
All good.
But anyway, he's my guru for the Ganesha Puja. And she's this year she turns 93. So you imagine those days in 1981 up to now. A very beautiful soul and a very spiritual person. She's been following Bhagwan for many, many years. So unfortunately, I think she couldn't make it because there's a puja in her apartment, a big puja. They were staying in some, what's they call it, HK apartment in Bangalore. She said she would like to try to attend, but all right. So this is the story of how I get into Ganesha. Now, I just want to mention this. If you practice the ritual is because we are in this human form, we need to perceive divinity in a form. That what Brother Vasu spoken. When you keep on practicing the ritual to develop bhakti, that's devotion. If you're regular, if you're sincere, if you have the shraddha, the sincerity and deep conviction, the divinity of Ganesha is a form. There are many other gods with many forms, like Krishna or Muruga or Shiva, or Lord Rama. You will transcend that ritual that you are practicing to spiritual. So, Basu was talking about spiritual. What is spiritual actually? Spiritual is spirit. It's beyond the mind. To go into the formless state of divinity is spiritual. So ritual, many people do the puja and they caught in the ritual, but they still haven't transcended to the spiritual because the understanding of divinity within them. You understand? So it's very important that we have to be very consistent in our practice. Until we practice, whether it's puja, whether it's bhajan, whether it's any other form of spiritual practice, or even meditation, any other form of service, if you do it selflessly, I have experienced it, the divinity will manifest in you. And I tell you this, the joy of that sub and achieved and ananda is wonderful. Just a glimpse of it. And some of you, I believe, have some glimpses of it while you are doing it. Right? So be consistent in your practice. Just be consistent and keep on doing it. And I'm still working. I'm what we call working progress on that path of spirituality into divinity in that sense. And Sadhguru is mentioning it many, many times that we should go beyond ritual into spiritual by being selfless, doing selfless service, and manifesting selfless love, which is divine, because God is love. And that's where it's so important that all of us have to do this practice. It's just not ritual alone. We can talk anything, but we need to make this effort. And the sincerity is very important. And Sadhguru is saying, now is the best time. People are asking, how is now is the best time? Because God has come in the form of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. And he is helping millions and thousands of devotees. Now, after he leaves his physicality, he goes into the subtle form and he's guiding his devotees. And one of his devotees that he had chosen to rise from man to God is Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai. He has reached a state of enlightenment. He had become divine. And he comes back to guide us as a Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means to be enlightened and to continue the work. Lord Buddha is the Jivamukta, Jesus Christ, and some of the masters. So the Jivamukta is a guru who guide you on the path, and you have to make this effort. Keep on praying, keep on, and he will guide. And don't stop, because this is the best time. Right? From what I can understand, I went through with Sadhguru on periods of his discourses and traveling with him and doing some of the spiritual work that he wanted me to do. So just my, sharing is get God, be God realized in this lifetime. And if you can, you'll be a living example, a good example. And we have to plant the seed to all these young people like, Rekha and Roshan and all those young. Plant the seed when they are still young. All right? And then they will grow into spirituality. With that, I thank you all for coming for this wonderful puja. I hope you all enjoy yourself. Well, many of you have, some of you first time, many of you have been here before. So what we'll do is bring the Ganesha down first. We will arrange for the Ganesha for all of you. Please bring your Ganesha down, put it somewhere, all right? And then we will have to clear all these things and we will start the budget. What time is it done?
Wait.
10 minutes.
Okay. We give ourselves about 15.
Those with Ganesha, please.
Okay, those who have your Ganesha, please bring it down. Of course, this big Ganesha, we will leave it here. Those who want to take picture with Lord Ganesha, his presence is here. You all can take picture. Okay, I'd like to talk to some of our devotees.
Saram,
Salam.
just passing on to Uncle Raman.
Salam, everybody. Okay, you can see.
Sairam Raymond, thank you for a very lovely time.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the puja.
Beautiful.
Puja, Stasi,
Sairam.
Yasmin, yeah,
Nice, thank you.
Victor, yeah, and Dushan, everybody. Salam. I hope you enjoy yourself in this wonderful puja, and may the Lord Ganesha bless you all and guide you. Sandra, I will praying that the school will start soon.
That was my
He
prayer.
asked for my about my wish. I said, Ganesha, I just wish that you bless that we can start the SWAMI school in Perth soon.
Oh, good grief.
Right. Okay, then we will end here. All right. And then we thank all of you, for taking your time to come and attend and also to participate this puja. We hope to see you next year.
Yes, Sairam, everybody.
Sairam.
Thank you.
Salam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Those who come and help, bring down first. Gary and Michael, I need your help to bring the water and all this stuff.